Good morning, Fro. It is Saturday, and indeed we were watching Avatar: The Last Airbender in anticipation of Korra. He wanted to get all caught up before it started, and they gotten put up on Coronation like the night before we finished, and so that's why we were watching it, because he'd never seen it before, and so yeah. And can we talk about for a moment why men's t-shirts are like the comfiest things ever invented? Like, why cannot women's shirts, cotton shirts, be this comfortable? Why doesn't the cotton break down the same way? It's not fair. Not fair at all. This is one of my boyfriend's t-shirts, but I think you knew that. Yeah, this is the one that's usually on my pillow because it's soft and comfortable, and it makes a much better pillow cover than any other pillow cover ever invented. But I was feeling like a loser today, and so it's on me instead. It's another one of those days where I spend time watching shows with Ben. We watched Black Butler and Oran, which Black Butler, we have now decided that our scale of how good a show is now on a scale of Black Butler to Korra, the opening episode, because he and I just were like awed, and Korra is so good, and the score is gorgeous, and the colors, and just it's so good. And if you haven't seen it already, you should do so before they take it down. It's only up for the weekend, so I'm guessing it's already down. But I'm super excited for the rest of Korra. But we'd both seen Oran High School Host Club before, but I'd never seen the dub, and he thought it was one of the better dubs that are out there. And since Netflix, which is unlike Hulu or YouTube, which usually have both the sub and the dub when it comes to anime, Netflix usually only has the dub, and so he thought it was one of the better ones out there, and so he's like, hey Shannon, let's just watch this because it's actually pretty good and we both need laughs. And yeah, so I watched that again, and that was fun because it's one of the first anime that I watched. Right up there with Cardcaptor Sakura and Naruto. Yeah. Oh, and DN Angel. So those were like my first few anime there. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, my first one was, they aired it on Nick Jr., and it was called Noozles. It was a dub, and they called it Noozles. And I looked it up on IMDb a while back, and yeah, that was my first one, my very first one. This is kind of all over the place, and I probably should edit, but I'm just not in an editing sort of mood, and it is 11:24, and so I am going to start going to bed because I have class in the morning. And I don't know whether my dad is taking me because it's Monday and he has staff meetings on Monday. So if he doesn't take me, then I can leave by 7:15. But if he takes me, then we have to leave by like 6:15. So we'll see how that goes. I hope that you feel better soon. Don't get taken down by the sickness. I think I'm feverish, but it's one of those weird ones where I can't really tell because I usually run it around 96. And so 98 is actually technically a fever for me, but nah. Okay, this is way too long. I'll see you on a day that ends in Y.